the meantime, California Governor Gavin Newsom is facing new criticism over a vaccine bill that's making its way through the state legislature. Here's One America's Jack Posobiec with more after speaking to a biological engineer from MIT.
We're very excited to welcome back to One America News Dr. Shiva Ayyadurai. He's a PhD from MIT in biological engineering. Dr. Shiva, thank you so much for being on with us today.
Great to be here, Jack.
Now, we're looking at this new vaccine bill that's being pushed by Governor Gavin Newsom out in California and the broader topic of mandatory vaccinations. And I understand you had some thoughts on that.
Over the last 20 years, medicine as a whole wants to move to what's called precision or personalized medicine, Jack, which means let's start using technology to recognize one size doesn't fit all, which means the medications for you for the same disease may be different than what someone else needs. That's really the future of medicine, Jack. It's not lumping everyone into one big blob and giving them all the same medicines. So when I look at vaccines, in many ways, it's almost a medieval model of medicine, and medicine's trajectory is moving much, much farther away from this, which is not the one-size-fits-all model. So that's one of the big problems that I have. And therefore, if you look at that philosophically, as well as from a scientific perspective and policy perspective, imposing that everyone be required to take a vaccine schedule. Right now, it's 70 doses, from the time you're 0 to 18, 30 different vaccines. Now, the bigger problem, beyond the fact that we're not even being progressive where science is headed, this is where the NIH wants to go, this is where many of the people have said this is the future of medicine. The other problem with this is the issue of risk assessment, Jack. Out of those 30 vaccines, not one of them has had double-blind, saline, placebo-controlled studies. That's what's really very problematic from a scientific standpoint. In every other aspect of medicine, drug development, you have to do these placebo-controlled studies.
What is some way to fix this risk assessment situation?
My view is that we start using modern science, modern tools of science, which didn't exist in 1954 when the polio vaccine came out, to actually use these modern technologies to actually understand risk. There's a big gap in here. We don't really have risk assessment models in the sense of from a mechanistic molecular understanding. There's sort of these global epidemiological models after the fact, Jack. So we need to put that a priori before the fact and start using modern tools. What concerns me is that the academic world has an unfortunate arrogance into not employ modern tools today.
Well, good luck to you. Dr. Shiva Ayyadurai, thank you so much for being on with us. One American News.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.